Hello everyone, this is CS Divesh Gaul, practicing company secretary from Delhi. In this video, we are going to discuss about annual compliances by the private limited company. What are the mandatory annual compliance by a private limited company which every private limited companies have to do? Like sometimes we have seen that some companies are working companies, some companies are non-working companies, some companies having business or profit, some are not having business or not having profit. Even some companies having lot of transaction, but other companies having not such a lot of transaction. Still, in this video, we are going to discuss the compliances which is mandatory for every public company, whether it is a working or not, whether it is a profitable or not. So every private company have to do such compliances. Definition of private company is given under 268. As per the definition, private company means which is restricted to the right to transfer of share. Limit of maximum number of members is 200. Prohibit to invite any deposit from the public. These are the features of the private company. So these are the mandatory features for the private limited companies. अब जब भी whenever we talk about the compliances of the private company, two things always have to keep in mind. Number one, private company got some exemptions from the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. Two exemptions has been passed. First on the 5th June 2015, second on 13th June 2017. These are the very crucial exemptions to the private limited company. So a private limited company, whenever we are going to do a compliances, we always have to keep in mind about these two exemption notifications. Because by this exemption notification, I just give some example which type of exemptions are given to private limited company. Like private limited company is not required to file MGT 14 form for passing of resolution under section 179 subsection 3. Otherwise, many resolution we have to file with the ROC. Because of this exemption, private limited company can give loan to director if they fulfill the condition mentioned under exemption. Because of this exemption, private limited companies can accept loan from the shareholder, which are generally not allowed to the private limited companies. So these are the exemptions and many more are there. So whenever you are working for the compliances of a private company, always give consideration, always give a proper time to the exemptions to the private companies. Now one by one I will discuss what are the mandatory compliances for every private company. First and foremost requirement, every private company under section 184 subsection 1 is required to obtain MBP 1 from the director. Every director of the company at the first meeting of the board of directors in each financial year has disclosed his interest in other entity. So whether a company is working or not, MBP 1 is required, mandatorily required by the director every year, at least in the first meeting of the board of director. Second is DIR 8 as per section 164 subsection 2 read with section 143 subsection 3G. It is mandatory for every director to yearly give a DIR 2, a declaration of non-disqualification to the companies. Even auditor also have to mention in their auditor report that directors are not disqualified. So they can check from the DIR 8 that director has given the declaration he is not disqualified. Then every private limited company required to file some forms with the ROC mandatorily. First, MGT 7 annual return under section 92. Every private limited company is required to file MGT 7 with ROC within 60 days of holding of annual general meeting. So it is mandatory for each type of private limited company. Some private companies are required to attach MGT 8 in the annual return, some are not, because MGT 8 is a certificate from company secretary. Private company having paid up share capital 10 crore or more or turnover of rupees 50 crore or more shall require MGT 8 from a company secretary. So if your private company is not falling in this limit, then it is not required MGT 8. Fourth compliance, AOC 4. Filing of financial statement. It is mandatory for every private company to file AOC 4 within 30 days of annual general meeting with the registrar of companies. So every 30 days of annual general meeting, it is required to file with registrar of companies. There are some attachment in AOC 4, like it is mandatory to attach financial statement, mandatory to attach director report and their annexures. Then fifth compliance number 5 is DPT 3. Every private company, if it is having any outstanding loans, borrowings, advance from the customer as on 31st March of the year, it is required to file DPT 3 with up to 30th June. Up to 30th June, every private company is required to file DPT 3. Then next compliance is for a private limited company, we can say MSME 1. every private company which is dealing with MSME, if there is some credit of the MSME, so every private company is required to file MSME form every half year within 30 days of end of half year. Next, every director of the company who is having DIN number is required to file e-form DIR3 KYC till 30th September every year. Next, MSME, after MSME, every private company is required to prepare the director's report, notice of general meeting, annexure to the director report. So these are the mandatory compliances for every private company. And private company which are other than small or OPC, such private companies are required to hold at least 4 board meetings in a financial year. At least 4 board meetings in a financial year, or maximum gap between board meeting can be 120 days. Next compliance, every private limited company is required to at least hold one general meeting of the shareholder, that we call annual general meeting every year. Every 5 year, private limited company is required to file e-form ADT1 for appointment or reappointment of auditor with ROC. There are some register which the private company is required to manage: register of member, register of director, register of KMP, register of share transfer, register of related party, register of investment, etc. So these are the some 16 compliances, 16 compliances which are mandatory for each and every private limited company, whether it is a working or whether it is a non-working company. So it is advised for the professional, whatever level of private company you are having, please comply with these 16 compliance, at least these 16 compliance, to keep that private companies at compliant company. I have published the complete compliance calendar of the private company on my blog as article number 479. My blog is www.csdiveshgoyal.info. Hope this video is useful for you. Thank you so much.